Oh man, went to the wrong screen. What's going on, good people? It's your boy Gaming Dad. Merry Christmas to you. I gotta get this pause button because the song will play again. We don't want that to happen. What's going on, Supersonic MJ? The building, get you on the board. Supersonic. Welcome, Merry Christmas to everybody out there. You know, I can officially say that. Christmas is less than I think it's less than 3 weeks away. Gotta give a couple shout outs. First, gotta give a shout out to them Cedartown Bulldogs making it to the football playoffs. They got they're down to the Final Four, so they'll be playing for the big show. I think they might be. Hold on, let me take that back. No, they in the championship game. I think they're in the championship game. Whatever it is, I gotta give him a shout out because you gave your boy a fresh day off from work. I appreciate you and all that you do. And you know what? Listen, my hat might not. It looks transparent right now because you know I got the green screen behind me. But however, shout out to the Michigan Wolverines right now, baby. The Final Four. They got a tough task against TCU, and No love for Ohio State. I'm sorry. Just can't. I can't. I absolutely won't. But Ohio State got a tall task against Georgia. You know what? I would tell you this: if Ohio State beat Georgia, they'll be the favorites. I mean, because Georgia's been doing their thing for a minute. But you know, that's right, Quake. Hey, go blue, baby, all day, every day. So shout out to the Wolverines, man. I'm really, really proud of them guys. It's a good time to be a Michigan Wolverine. It is. It is. What's going on, my dog Mendez in the building? Let me fumbling on my words. But Mendez is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a shout out to Mendez. Always on deck. Got you on the board too. Quag, you on the board? What's going on, Steve? What's going on, SOC? I'll get into the comments in a hot second, but I'm just kind of want to let you know. You know, basketball, man, my basketball season is going okay. We've lost a couple. My varsity boys on the middle school level is 4-2 right now, and our JV is 5-1. We lost a big game against, you know, we played a team that, you know, that's exposed us, man, for just being, you know, I said not quite ready, and so and they the champs for a reason, and they played like the champs. So, but we got another game before it's all said and done. We'll see them cats again for sure. But yeah, man, listen, got a big game on Thursday. Play this city called Cartersville, and looking forward to that game. You know, it's like three teams is really like, you know, the top tier of my conference. Calhoun was one of them. They didn't want to beat us, and then we got Cartersville and Cass. I got Cartersville and Cass back to back, so it's gonna be interesting this upcoming week. But I know y'all get to come to hear about that. I just wanted to say you guys Merry Christmas again. But got some things to talk about tonight. We're gonna look at the gaming awards. It starts on this Thursday. I don't know. I won't. Matter of fact, I will not be streaming it. I might restream it, but I won't stream it live because your boy won't be here. I'll be in the game. I got a game on Thursday, so I might restream it when I get home. But the likelihood, depending on how late it is, I don't know. So it's one of them things I gotta wait and see. But it's gonna be interesting. You know, I'm definitely gonna rewatch it. I just don't know if I'm gonna restream it, because I wanna see who won and what I need to look forward to. All I know for sure is that Star Wars is gonna be there. I think that to me, that's dope. If we can get a release date for the new Star Wars Return of the Jedi game, I'll be all about that. All right, good people. Let's say without any further ado, let's get into the comments. Started off my boy Quake says, I picked up Assassin's Creed SEO collection for the Switch. Definitely an early 360 title. Eyes are super what's that? Hold on, I can't see it. Super Derby. I might have to go back to Syndicate. I can't stand Odyssey, Origins, Immortal Phoenix Rising was pretty good, man. I mean, it was decent. It wasn't like, oh my goodness, I just got to keep playing this game. But I thought it was decent. But I feel you on Origins and Odyssey. And just to be honest, I didn't like Valhalla. I didn't like that either. I was like, I played it for a little bit, and then I gave it to my kids. And to me, a good way to check if a game is good. If my kids pick it up and play it, then I get a good idea if it's good. My kids didn't like it, so I was like, I couldn't stick with it. SOC said, "What up, though?" Right back at you, my boy. Steve M says, "Did anyone else get the Terra Raid, Charizard, and Pokemon Scarlet or Violet?" No, because I'm not playing the game yet. And, you know, I don't think I will, because it's so many other games that I can play and really want to play. You know, Pokemon is kind of low on that list, but my son, if his grades is good, they're currently pretty good right now, you know, Santa Claus might break him, or Jesus might bring him Pokemon. But anybody check and answer Steve's question, be great. Once again, Super Metal, Super. I said Super Metals, but I said call you Super Metal, Super Dave or whatever. But Supersonic Mockingjay, Super NJ, say what up, though. Hello to everyone. Mendez says, "Oh yeah." Quag, shout out, go blue. SOC. So I wanted to let you know all know. I want to let you all know. Steam is giving out a bunch. Yes, they are. We're gonna talk about that tonight. They're giving out a bunch of 512 gigabyte Steam decks. That is great marketing by Valve. That is great marketing. Cause you think about it, to probably market or have a commercial during that time would probably cost them, you know what I'm saying, probably a couple $100,000. You know, to have some form of advertisement. But why not take that and then, you know, turn and give away product where more people could jump on Steam? Super smart for them. So you have to sign up, and if you watch the Game Awards via the stream, they'll give away a Steam Deck every minute of the show. So yeah, I would definitely advise you to, like, I'm gonna sign up. I'm like, you know, I got one, but I mean, I wouldn't mind getting another one and giving it out on my channel. That would be dope. So I'm definitely going to jump on that for sure. Wear my hat a little bit so people can see my eyeballs. I like to wear my hat like really this how I like to wear my hat. But if I wear my hat like that, then I look like a super villain. We don't want to do that. So I'll pick it up a little bit, top my head back, get the light in my eyeballs. But that's dope. Super, super dope for Valve. What a great marketing scheme. I wish more companies did that. All right, Mendex is also, you can do the same thing. Like Mendez is also, he's always on deck gaming on his Twitch account. And he's always on deck TV. Oh, it used to be TV, but he's always on deck for YouTube. But you can do the same thing. If you got a Twitch account, I'm Gaming Dad 1906 on Twitch. So feel free to jump on, follow, and comment and get yourself a second chance at our $10 eShop card. Don't forget, listen, later on this month on the 23rd, which is a Friday evening, your boy will be doing his live Christmas stream. I think I should be home in time. I might have to push it back to 9 o'clock. It's between 8 and 9. I know I should be back. I'll have everything set and ready to go. And I'm thinking I should be back 6, 7. Yeah, between, I think 8:30, 9 o'clock is going to be the time. I just can't officially give you a time because it depends on my traffic. I got to work that day. But it is what it is. But it will be that night officially for sure. I'll get you a more concrete time as we get closer to the 23rd. So, all right, let me get always on deck gaming on the board. All right, you're on the board. Guerrilla Tactics is back, ladies and gentlemen. For a little small hiatus. I'll get to your comment in a minute, sir. Maybe get you on the board. All right. Get my little type on. Shout out to my typing teacher in the 6th grade, man. She gave me all my skills that I have today. I mean, I'm not a fast typer by any stretch of imagination, but your boy ain't turtle slow either. He said, write reggaeton songs dedicated to my kittens. Oh, man. Steve F., I know CMG is happy. South Carolina beat Clemson. Oh, man. Is this basketball or football? I need to know. Are these Steams always on Tuesday now? No, it's just been alternating because of my basketball schedule. I'm coaching basketball, and I got some games that's on Mondays, and there's nowhere to get around it. So, matter of fact, I got a game. I got a game this upcoming Monday as well. So hopefully that'll be the last Monday until the new year. So it says YouTube's new layout is trash. It is trash. Listen, I thought I was the only one who was saying it, but it is trash. I don't like it at all. So I have no clue when I'm supposed to tune in these days. Man, listen, Guerrilla Tactics, what you do, man? Follow me on Instagram, man, and I'll send you a direct message on the days I stream. Is it can Jesus turn that frame rate of Pokemon into something that is playable? Oh man, listen. I'm glad I didn't pick. You know, stuff like that makes me extremely football. Okay, extremely upset when games. You know, you spend this kind of money on a game if it ain't done right. So the game is forever broken. That's be my issue. The game is forever broken. So If for some reason Nintendo, whatever, years from now, don't want to update the game, then you just got a broken game. That's trash. To me, that's the issue. And I don't think we're getting away from it. You know, I don't know what can change the industry, but something needs to happen. Cause we keep getting these crap games that just like, released and they're not even done. It's like, man, I would prefer, man, we just wait. Give me a complete game, Nintendo. Give me the quality sticker back. I need that. Give me the quality sticker. Those of you old school, you know what the quality sticker is. He says, those freestyles. Yeah, those freestyles, boy. Oh man. South Carolina popped somebody else. Didn't South Carolina pop Tennessee? I don't know. I think so. I think that's a team that popped Tennessee. I mean, just really popped Tennessee when they was like #1 in the country too. Oh, you had to restart the route. Hey man, listen, it be like that sometimes. I totally agree. I totally understand. But yeah, man, listen. What time is it right now? I'll be on for 20 minutes. Let's see a couple things, man. Let's how do you guys feel about this $70 Xbox game? Because Microsoft announced that, hey, in 2023, them games is going up. I totally understand, but you know what? But I'm like RGT85, and I have to agree, man. Like I pay for Game Pass, so I don't pay for first party, and I get EA Play at the same time. It's like there's a lot of them games I don't pay for. So I'm not going to pay $70 for a first party title unless it's something that is like so memorable that I gotta have a copy of it. So the only thing about it is like, what, a lot of those other third party games I would get on I play S5 anyway, so I'm used to, I'm kind of accustomed to paying the $70 unless you wait for a sale. So it is what it is. I just hope Nintendo don't follow suit. That's my only thing. Like Nintendo, you got to keep it at 60, buddy. There's no reason. It was a reason why back in the day, because to produce a cartridge, it was expensive. But ain't no reason now, Nintendo. So you go to talking at raising the price now. I will boycott because you should not. Your stuff is not quite next gen. Let's see. He said the Celtics are the #1 in the continent. Listen, man. F the Celtics. Side, no sub. I like some of the players on the Celtics. I just don't like the Celtics. Period. Don't never have. Even when y'all had Larry the Legend on there, Kevin McHale. I was so glad my Pistons beat them Jokers. But Larry Bird, man, listen, to be a kid growing up and watching basketball, man, Larry Bird was a monster. Larry Bird, boy, shoot your lights out. I don't think, to be honest, listen, just looking at how they played and how physical they were, I don't think this generation would be mad in their feelings, having emotional breakdowns on the sideline because they would get bullied. They would get pounded. If the rules was back to where it was since like the late 80s, man, these young kids would be ready to fight. It'll be a fight every game. Let's see. It says he said just for next gen prices. Yeah, for next gen prices, they talking about they going up in price. You know what? I don't have no problem with that. I think is, you know what, if PlayStation 5 is your direct competitor and they're at $70, why not go to $70, especially when you have Game Pass? I think it's smart for Xbox because that move right there just make Game Pass that much more valuable. It's like that. It's a win. That decision should have been made if you was to me. And like if I was Xbox, I would have been made that decision because it would force more people to get Game Pass. So I'm in favor. Super MJ says game cost is up next year for Nintendo. I don't think so. Nintendo, they got to keep that family friendly pricing. Even though I think if they did go up, People will be upset in the beginning, but people would adapt. Ooh, excuse me, just like anything else, they would adapt. I think the only way Nintendo can probably get away with that if they release a Pro and they gave that game, if you bought the Pro version of the game, it gave you some advancements that was over the regular version, then yeah, people would pay the $70. Like if you had the Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, and they say, hey, there's a regular version for everybody else, and then there's a Pro version. And on the Pro version, you get certain things. You get maybe 60 frames per second. You probably get some other little trinkets and addeds to kind of make the performance of the game is a tad bit better. People gonna pay that $70. Absolutely, I'm paying it with a smile on my face, with no problem. But everybody not gonna have that same kind of attitude when it comes to that. But I would definitely do it. I don't think, to be honest, I don't think Nintendo overall is going to $70. If they do, it's gonna be a part of a package that adds a Pro model to that equation. Always on Deck Gaming. It says Nintendo going to be $70 soon. I don't think so, man. SOC said, hate to break it to you all, but Nintendo still got their quality seal. It's it's right by the barcode on all Switch games. Well, that game is that's a lie. You look at that. I'm just saying what you're saying. Yes, what you're saying is true, but every game ain't quality. Back in the day, you got your Nintendo game. You knew that game worked. It was bug free. It was legit. We don't got that kind of like response anymore. If that seal is there, that seal ain't on half of that shovelware that's on the Switch. It's like nowadays, like I hate going to the eShop, like unless there's a section that has games on sale that I can go to, and I'll go through that. But just to go through like the regular eShop and just find out the amount of mess they let on their system every day, I wish somebody to say no. This not good. I don't care how much money you're gonna make from it. Let's see. Steve M says Game Pass will go up eventually. Ooh. That's heavy. That's a heavy call. It won't go up right away. The price of the game will go up first for sure. And then if it's probably, I don't know, man. It's probably gonna go up. I probably had to agree with you on that one. It is not gonna be right away. I tell you what's first, it'll be the $70 game. And then if they see a flow going where more people are picking up Game Pass, then you'll see an increase in price. Maybe middle to later that year it's gonna go up. So I can agree with that. I definitely see that. That can definitely be a possibility. I just don't think. That's a hard one. That's a hard one. That's a hard one just to say. Okay, for sure, this was gonna happen. But I can definitely see it happening. I can see it happening, but I would want it to happen. How about that? Like I pay enough already. Shoot. Whenever they have a successor going to be sent. Okay, so you're saying like Switch 2. Switch 2, okay, I can agree with that. I can definitely agree with that. If they do Switch Pro, it'll stay. Them prices are going to stay the same. And I'll get to the Switch Pro, but definitely if they have a Switch Pro, I can see them upping the price. I mean, not Switch Pro, but Switch 2. But if it's a Switch Pro, man, it's not. Them prices are gonna stay the same. Grid Tactic says, imagine paying $70 for a game. Laughs at $100 in Canadian. Funny money per game. Golly, $100 for some entertainment. Buddy, I would be mad. Oh man! First of all, always on deck said Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum's he's good. He ain't Larry Bird, but he good. To me, Jason Tatum is not even. Who do y'all used to have? I had Kenny Anderson. I used to love Kenny Anderson. That was my team on I played NBA Live '99. Oh man, super good game. The Celtics was my squad. That's why I played with the Celtics. Only time I liked them, because they had Kenny Anderson. They had Walker. They had a ball, man. Listen, Walker used to ball. I used to ball with that team, boy. But Grit Attack said, no. I agree. Celtics. Oh, man. Oh, man, not the Celtics, man. That is crazy. Oh, man. That's funny. Grit Attack says, or Microsoft could come out and have a cheaper games than Sony. Then they'll have cheaper games over Sony and Game Pass over Sony, plus Activision over Sony. Oh man, listen, man. Sony is some crybabies, man. They are really trying their best to block that deal. They listen, and that to me, that should show everybody that Call of Duty is it affects Sony's bottom line drastically if they coming out swinging like this. They trying everything to make sure this deal get blocked. I mean, I understand, but you know they can take advantage and say, "Let this be an opportunity to create a game that's better than Call of Duty." For Call of Duty, that the name brand alone speaks volumes in the video game world. Always on deck says, I don't think for Pro, but for successor going to be $70. Yeah, I agree. Because that successor would definitely it would have to bring a different experience. I mean, just like graphically wise, the games, it would add up more of a premium experience for Switch owners. Says going to be 70 retail, 60 digital. They're not gonna do that. I could tell you they won't split the base, because if they're gonna have physical, because that will be like retailers will have an issue with that difference in price. Yeah, brick and mortar shops will have an issue. They're not gonna separate. If it's gonna be 70 retail, it's gonna be 70 in the store. I mean 70 digital. It's gonna be the same. Grid Detective says, pull a Sony with a PS4 when Microsoft was coming out. Ooh, man, that was was it the E3 that year when Sony was like, yeah, look, I mean, yeah, you can share your game. See, they did that presentation. That was funny. When Xbox was trying their best to put DRM on everything. It said, don't join those bad business practices. As the C said, the internet and update ruin 100% complete and bug-free games. No, I don't know about that. I don't know if it's the internet more or less these companies and their rush to get games out there. I think they killed it. Because of the fact that people are greedy. You know what? They have a deadline in mind. They say, hey, you know what? We know a lot of people gonna buy a certain item at a certain time. Instead of waiting or delaying it, then they put it out there. Instead of just like not saying nothing. Just like don't say nothing. Just let the game just develop naturally. Do all your process and then announce. And then 2 months later, you put out to market. Then make sure it's done. It's like when you announce the game should be done. To me. You just fine tune it at that standpoint and then go out and release. Well, this way you don't got it. The minute they say, hey, you can update over the internet, it's like these companies are taking advantage of it, and it's stupid. Steve M says the old Nintendo will never have hit-type games on their system like they do now. Yeah, you're right. Well, Steve, I'm kind of surprised that that they have hit-type games on the Switch. Man, I didn't know that until you just said something. But man, that's you're right. If they got hit-type games on there, boy, Nintendo all about the money. Grid Attack says, this is the last generation for me in consoles. It started to feel a lot like mobile gaming, the way the the nickel and dime their customers with their hidden costs. Yeah, man, it's you know what? Yeah, you're right. Um, it makes you like I would tell you of late. It makes you appreciate Steam a lot more because of the fact that you know it is what you get. I I don't support games that have microtransactions. I try my best not to. Um, and it's in games where I bought DLC like Smash Brothers. You know, I think about it all the time, like, man, I paid $120 for Smash Brothers. Because by the time you add up the DLC, it's about $120. But that content was well worth it. Just like Mario Kart, man. Mario Kart is giving you these experiences, man, that you just can't get anywhere else. And so the game has longevity. So I don't mind paying that extra for a game that gives me that level of content and that level of engagement. But games where I gotta pay to up, to get better, or you want to sell me some costume. I don't want none of that, man. But make me a game, make it right, and then get it out of there. Because if you get a game, then later you come with DLC, then the game is broken because that DLC is only downloadable, and so you gotta be forever tied to a server. It's just a bunch of mess. Just a bunch of mess. Sue MJ said, I don't mind a $7 game, but I do not encourage it. Don't push it. Really good games like I don't know them games. Sure, but depends on the quality and more. I'm assuming these got to be good games, but it tends to got to be Tears of the Kingdom. You know what is XC? I'm trying to think. However, um, you're right. I mean, I don't mind paying $80 if the game is good. You know what? I don't mind at all. I don't mind paying a price for a good game that I would like. If you, in retrospect, if this say for instance we never got Breath of the Wild and they just dropped Breath of the Wild today, I would probably play $70 because of the history, the likelihood you're not gonna get a bad Zelda game. Now, every game ain't top tier, might stretch your imagination, but the likelihood of you getting a bad Zelda open world 3D game is, it's next to none. So, I can definitely, appeal to that. I'm not, like I said before, I'm like Super MJ. Like I ain't trying to push it. I'm not trying to say take my money, but if I just absolutely had to, I can do it. To me, to get me to pay $70, these $70 games should release with a demo. If Nintendo ever went that route, they should make every publisher release a demo. So if I'm gonna pay $70, let me try out your game for a level or two, and then let me make my decision if I like it. And if I don't like it, then you know what? I'm not gonna buy it. But if I like it, I might buy it. It's the best player in the world right now. I don't know about the best player, but he good though. I can't give him best player right now. MVP. He playing of that caliber. That's like shout out to Kenny Anderson, man. That was my guy, man. He said Georgia going all the way this year. Well, you know what? Listen, they pulled a harder challenge when people believe. You know what? Ohio State is no slouch. That's gonna be a good. I think both games are gonna be good. Both like last year, I didn't watch both games. You know what? I just had this feeling like Georgia was gonna win it all. I knew. I even felt like Michigan wasn't going to win. I was happy for Michigan because being a fan, knowing how many times Ohio State has beat you in recently, and to get that W over Ohio State was good for me as a Michigan fan. And I knew they were going into an unbelievable task and uncharted territory going into Georgia, even with how good their defense was that year. So, and saying that, shout out to Georgia boys. Let me get you on the board. It's not going to be as easy for Georgia this year than it was last year. I don't think you still have a real good Ohio State team, um, but you do not. But you have a much better Michigan team, and I believe right now I believe they have the number 1 defense in the league right now, even over Georgia. So you got a better Michigan team, man. So it's gonna be really good. I'm not saying that it's gonna be a Georgia Michigan final, because anything can happen in college football. But it's gonna be interesting to see, at um, Michigan TCU go at it, and I'm definitely gonna enjoy Ohio State and Georgia. I think that's gonna be a good game. Always and Dick says they don't want Call of Duty on Game Pass. That's right, they sure don't. They do not want Call of Duty on Game Pass because that competition is real. You gonna try to tell me I can pay $15 a month and I can get Call of Duty for free every year? I mean, listen, man, that's to me, that is a PlayStation stab wound to the kidneys. That's oh man, that is for PlayStation, that is something you're going to have to be very, very wary of, because if the deal falls through, I mean, this could turn the tide for Microsoft, especially here in the U.S. It could turn the tide for Microsoft. It can put Microsoft in a great position to be truly, truly dominant. And this imagine, I mean, they would have some big time games. They would have some big time games. To me, if um and they always got a good relationship with EA Sports, man. To me, I would go after, since some exclude. Just imagine. I want y'all to pay attention to this for real quick. Just imagine if the deal goes through and then Sony works out a deal to get Madden on Xbox a month early. That would be incredible. That would be like, oh man, this from a spectator, that's a boss move. That's a boss move on a level of when EA and 2K was going at it about football. EA was like, all right, checkmate, and went and got the license for the NFL. I tell you, if they can work that out, I don't know how that would happen, but if they could, boy, that's dangerous right there. Says physical on the way out, bro. I know. I hate that. I hate that we're losing the physical. I would be more comfortable going digital if it was more like a Steam like effect. My issues with Nintendo, Sony, and PlayStation that they got servers where these games just don't like. If I buy something on Steam, I get it for life. And to me, if you look at what's different between these systems, that is it. That's the big thing right there. Is that how do you see the difference? At that the being able to have my library and know it's not going away gives me a little bit more confidence. No matter what system I buy, no matter if it's another Steam Deck that comes out in 2 or 3 years, my library will just migrate over. And to me, that is a strategy for success. I wish, man, one of these other systems would like Sony or Nintendo or PlayStation would get their ecosystem set up to be able to do that, where I can just buy a game and that game is going to transfer and be playable on all systems. But the systems don't want to do that. That's why I had to become a champion for Steam, because that's what I want. Judge Boy said, why did you not make the kids on the back of the bus run? Because of time. Time just kind of really trumped. I'll get my time in for them to run. That's not. I'm not worried about that. That they're going to get their runs in. But however, it's when it becomes so late, and I have to make sure that I get home at a decent time, and other kids get home, You left, and I was still there waiting on kids. So you gotta just you gotta wait your options sometimes. Always on deck says, leading your team to a deep finals run is being a bust. Great tactic. You sound crazy. The greats, Grit Attack says, the greats are known for winning a chip, not being eliminated. Stop it. That's true. I mean, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly with that statement. As a fan, I don't know if that was addressed to me or not, but as a fan of Michigan, I was content. If you're a Michigan fan, you understand. It's like, hey, listen, it's certain things like, hey, you beat Ohio State, you beat Michigan State. Everything else is like, to us, is like, it's extra. It's all extra. Always on deck says, I support games with microtransactions. Fall Guy is great. I don't support your games with transactions. Even though Fall Guys is a great game, I mean, I still stand against microtransactions because I'm a firm believer. Like, give me the game. Give me a good game that I can play. And if I don't want to have to play, I want you to have to keep paying you money to enjoy content. I don't want this to be a game. I hate game as a service. I hate it. I want to pick up the game, buy it, and play it. Hey, I bought 2K on the Steam Deck, and I'll just get up and play it. That's it. I don't want to pay for your seasons. I don't. If you're gonna give me season, fine. You know what? Then make the game $70, and if I like the game good enough, I'll pay for that. And then every time there's a new season, it'll download for free. But that's it. I just want to pay you one flat fee. If I like it, I like it. But I don't want to this ain't a bill. I ain't trying to pay a car note to play a game. I'm not. Always on deck says, I've been to the 3 conference finals and the NBA finals by his 5th season, and you want to talk about career retrospect legacies. I mean, but he ain't won nothing. I can't salute him. He ain't won nothing, huh? Now, yeah, he's a good player. He been to conference, but you know what? He lost. The same thing they did with Chicago. The Pistons was beating Chicago, beating the brakes off of Jordan. And you know what? They liked his dunks, but they didn't respect Chicago until they won. And then once they won, they kept on winning. So until he win one, like he's a real good player on a pretty good team. But until they bring that trophy home, same thing with when y'all had Kevin Garnett and Rondo and Ray Allen, and y'all Paul Pierce, and that squad there, that was a dope squad. And you know what? They was dope until they won the chip. And then when they won it, you give them dap. But they didn't win it no more. So, yeah, I'd agree with that. Okay, Xenoblade Chronicles. I couldn't figure out what X it was. Good text said, you tripping. I ain't paying $80 for a game. If Zelda Breath of the Wild dropped today, it'd be on my Steam Deck before the end of the stream. Green Attack says, Sony are goofies. They're worried about Microsoft having the most popular first-person game, but let all their shooters IP sit dormant. Agree. Shout out. Get this man a hand clap. Well said, man. Well said. Because I totally agree. Like, Killzone, they just let that just die out. Killzone was good, man. They let that just kind of just wither away. XCOM. Oh, man. Not XCOM, but SOCOM. Another SOCOM was good. SOCOM, man. Boy. SOCOM made you want to join the military. SOCOM was good. That was a good game. That was a real, real good game. Yeah, okay. It's good. That's right. They should reboot Killzone, SOCOM, MAG, Resistance, man. Resistance on the PSP was my jam. What's up, Joe? My son chimed in. Yeah, Grid Tactics is on point. You right, man. They should definitely reboot these games, man. Killzone, Killzone on the on the Vita. Oh man, Killzone on the Vita. That online was stupendous for that to be on hand. I love playing that game. I'm gonna get JoJo on the board. Joe, my name is Joe. All right, let's see. Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, next week we'll be back on Tuesday again next week. And we'll talk about the aftermath of the gaming awards, what was seen, what wasn't seen. And that'll be next Tuesday. And I don't know for sure if I'm going to come home that night from the game and then rewatch the gaming awards, but I don't know. We'll see. The Game Awards this Thursday. I just don't know what time it starts. I need to check that out. All right, good people. We've been kicking it for a little bit. Let's go ahead and jump into some news. All right. I don't want that. All right. I need somebody working this board just besides me. All right. He says always on deck. Do you have a Steam Deck yet? Oh man, that's a good question. Always on deck. Do you have a Steam Deck yet? Oh man, boy, oh boy, man. Man, that's funny, man. Speaking of Steam and speaking of the Game Awards, a bunch of games and awards nominees are on sale at Steam. Let's see. I'm trying to think. It says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge is $20, normally $25. I'm trying to think of games. Ali World is $18. That's okay. I own that game off the Switch. It was pretty good. Runs really decently. Runs really good, to be honest, on the Switch. Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga, which is up for Best Family Game, is down to $25. Oh, that's half off. All right, let's see what we think of. It says, however, many winners from previous years are also on sale, such as the 2022 Game of the Year winner Hades is $12.49. If you don't own Hades, man, you missing out. Hades is a great game. Red Dead Redemption is $19.79, which is, I mean, real good at this price point right now. Well, I'm trying to think if there's any other good games. If I wonder how much is Tunic? How much is Tunic on Steam? Let's see. Tunic is how much? Tunic is $23. I'm just might pick this up. All right. They got DLC for the game already? I didn't know that. All right, so you could buy Tunic plus the soundtrack for 34. Man, I don't care about no soundtrack. I can just want 20. Yeah, I just want regular $23. I said, all right, that's up my alley. The reason why I didn't purchase Tunic on the Switch is because it was at 30 frames per second. And to me, what I like about Tunic is that the game looks clean. It's a clean looking game, and it is, to me, I think it will look and run better on the Steam Deck. I just gotta make sure I get back to my. I don't want that. Save game. All right, go back. All right, so you got some games to look forward to. Definitely, if you got a Steam account or you got a Steam Deck, I would definitely dig into some of them games they have offered. All right, let's see. Sony reacting to Xbox Activision deal like Blockbuster reacting to Netflix. Golly, to me, what are you really saying? Well, listen, think about this here. Look how many major IEPs that Microsoft would have if this game go through. Could you imagine one company having Halo, Overwatch, Diablo, Call of Duty, Candy Crush, StarCraft, World of Warcraft, Gears of War? There's one company. That's a lot. Fallout, Skyrim. Oh my goodness. I mean, these are big, major titles, man. I mean, oh man, this crazy. So I mean, I understand. You know what? Microsoft would. PlayStation would have some issues because all those games came to Game Pass day one, and you got to pay $70 on the PlayStation, buddy. That's an issue. I like seeing it right here in my face. It brings a clearer view on why PlayStation is trying their best to block this deal, because low key, Xbox do got a lot of IPs that people play, and if you add that many more, that's huge. That is huge, man. That's a huge deal. So that's something. I get it. I get it. This is seeing this in front of it and just knowing what the IPs they already have. I mean, they in essence would turn themselves into a modern day Nintendo because their IPs will allow them to stay afloat and really, really change the game. Crazy. That's crazy, man. This is somebody think about it. We talked about this earlier, but you know what? Of course, is that Xbox increases first-party game prices, matching PS5 $70 exclusives. But the good thing about it won't start till next year, so you know what? Take advantage of any sale you want to sell, you want to get involved in, before it's all said and done. I'm not gonna go too much deep into the story. We beat this horse down to the floor, but I understand. I wish Geeky was on the street tonight because I know she's probably wondering. Disney Dreamland Valley gets further improvements on Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch version of the popular Disney Dreamlight Valley has received some special attention by the developers in the latest update, which rolls out today. All right, I'm gonna skip on down. It says optimizing the game's stability on all platforms. In particular, we have a considerable focus on optimizing the experience on Nintendo Switch, which players should find smoother now. We will continue to elevate the performance of each platform and push for further improvements. And optimization and incoming updates are part of early access. So they're making the game better and better. Once again, man, I'm not gonna diss this game because you know what? Hey man, I haven't played it, so I won't diss it. It's not quite my cup of tea. Speaking of Disney Speedstorm delayed into 2023, which I think is a good decision for them because right now Mario Kart is still doing its thing, and they plan on being done with Mario Kart in 2023. What a way to come in and steal some of the shine at the end of Mario Kart's cycle. Now, how far they delay, I think this game comes out after Tears of the Kingdom, because I just believe that this game is going to run on new hardware that Nintendo will announce probably sometime the first part of the year that's going to launch with Zelda. And speaking of that, now that we're on that subject here, Are you team Switch 2 or team Switch Pro? And I say about the team, do you think more likely Nintendo is going to release a Switch 2 in 2023, or will it be a Pro? And I have finally made my firm decision that it's going to be a Switch Pro. And the reason why I believe it's a Switch Pro, because financially, this is a better move for Nintendo. They can release a product that might cost them a little bit more to manufacture, that's going to give them better performance. They can probably charge a higher price. They'll probably get back a higher return. And out of the 120 million Switch owners that already own a Switch, you're going to get maybe 25% of them to re-up. So 25% is about, of 120, I believe, is 30 million. So you're going to get at least 30 million people to rebuy another Switch. So that's 30 million more units already, which would put the Nintendo Switch well over 150 million, which would probably make it the number one console of all time. And if they can stretch that bad boy a year, maybe two, to 2025, remember that original report that said Nintendo wanted to stretch their this particular generation an extra 2 years, which would put it around between 8 years and going on 9. You'll hear some rumblings about a new Switch 2 in about 2 years. So 2025 was the story that I can't think of the story, but I remember reporting on it. That would make sense. That would give you 2023, 2024, and the beginning of 2025. We're talking about a new system. And I think a Pro, if it gives it enough of a boost, if it takes your current games and make them just a tad bit better, and if it can run some of these games they're putting out right now, it can survive. It can definitely survive, because immediately you're going to have people that's going to buy that system off the muscle. People are going to be trading in their old ones. It's going to happen. But that's a lot of systems. That's a lot of systems. But if they're going to make that push for 130 million, I think that's the direction they go. Without a shadow of a doubt. So I'm sticking with it. We're going to Pro. That's going to be a tad bit better. It's gonna give us some better graphics, maybe a better battery life, and people are going to upgrade. People are definitely going to upgrade. If they figure out some way somehow to include some of the newer technology, the DLSS or the next version of FSR into the system, and still keep the same form factor, and maybe change out the processor, give it a little tad bit bigger processor, keep the same form factor, they get a winner. The current processor is it's probably over 8 or 9 years old already, because I think it was already 2 years old, I think, when we first got a hold of it. So that's my firm position. Going forward, we're getting a Pro. You can agree or disagree. All right. Let's see. Speaking of Mario, Jeff, whatever, also says Super Mario movie is 86 minutes long, plus date to own is May 11th. Now the question is going to be, if the movie is good, I'm definitely picking up a physical copy of the movie. Steve M says he is Team Switch 2. So Steve, tell me why, man. Tell me why you believe that Nintendo is going to go Switch 2. I would like to know. Hey, yo, Geeky ain't here. We can skip this Disney garbage. Oh, man. Grid Titan says he's Team Pro. I ain't buying that console, though. Yeah, you always say that. Well, listen, yeah, okay, I can definitely understand it. Why you wouldn't. Because you probably are, because you'll emulate every damn thing. But yeah, but speaking of Mario, man, because you know what? So far, without seeing a lot of the movie, we've seen from the previews they've shown, especially the last two, this movie is looking to be really, really good. I mean, really good. I just hope they don't disappoint and have a bunch of singing in that bad boy. I'm even mad. 86 minutes, right? Quick little afternoon. Get in and get out. I haven't picked up Sonic yet, but Edge gave it a 3 out of 10. Has anybody else? I know Candy, she picked it up, but has anybody else picked up the Sonic? I have not picked it up. But 3, I mean, that's terrible. that is not even good. But I can tell you, in this household, my kids, they're gonna play it. They could have gave it a 1. My kids like Sonic Forces, and I tell you something. And I think they will still play Sonic. They didn't play it as long as they played some other Sonics. So originally, I just want a small side story real quick. Originally, I was going to, the big giveaway this year was going to be an analog pocket. I ordered 2, and I was like, bet, that's going to be the big gift I was going to give away. But one of my analog pockets didn't come in. It's like, they picked, I look at it, I got to call. I've been trying to call analog, but there ain't no phone number to call them, so you got to email them, and they haven't responded to my email because I still haven't got it. I talked to FedEx, and they give me the runaround. So it's like, man, it's terrible. I'm gonna give analog a look, couple more days, and I'm gonna start blasting them on Twitter. Like, man, look, I bought this system here. It hasn't been delivered. You don't got no way to contact nobody. I've emailed you guys twice, and I still haven't heard anything. Not anything. Until somebody own up, because I just like, man, I paid you my money. I want my money back. So just want to share that, get that frustration off my chest. Super MJ say Forces, I don't care much. So Frontier was cool, but not long enough, in my opinion. Okay. So how long was the game? That's a good question, Super MJ. How long was the game? Just let me know. Yeah, I would like to know how long the game was. All right. Nintendo Switch became the best-selling console in November. Sales jumped 175%. Let's see what they got. Oh, they didn't do the physical sales, huh? All right, UK top 10 video games, digital and physical. Call of Duty was number 1. FIFA number 3. Pokemon Violet number 4. And 5 was Scarlet. 6, Football Manager. Sonic Frontiers is number 7. Mario Kart 8, boy, always in that number 8. Grand Theft Auto 5, golly, games that just won't die. And Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga. Shout out to Lego, man. That Skywalker edition has been in the top 10 in and out for a minute. November was pretty much the month of discounts in the United Kingdom, as Black Friday sales started very early online this year. After a number of months of being in third place, the Nintendo Switch family of systems became the number 1 console in the biggest gaming market in Europe during November, with sales jumping 175% due to the discounts, along with the release of Pokemon-themed Nintendo Switch OLED. The top-selling video game in November was Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, which was followed up by the latest God of War game. Okay, all right, so that's good for Nintendo. Do we have some pretty good dominant sales over in the UK? I grew up with Toe Jam and Earl. I don't understand why we're getting a movie. Video game movies have been seeing a huge resurgence in recent years. The Sonic movie. Okay, I'm not reading all this crap. This is a stupid decision. Whoever greenlighted this movie need their tail kicked. All right, let's keep it going. How to maybe win a Steam Deck through the Game Awards 2022 giveaway. So there's a lot of handhelds, blah, blah, blah. The Game Awards is about to deliver some major game announcements, award performances, blah, 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 blah. Let's get to the details. The Game Awards Steam Deck giveaway details. The Game Awards will give away a 512 Steam Deck every minute through the ceremony duration this year. This is unclear how long the show would last, but if it's around 2.5 hours, that's 150 chances to win a Steam Deck. Super, super, super good. What's going on, CT? CT, man, you know you won last week, man. I just want to put that out there. Let's see if this clicks on. If this, man, I don't want that. I want to see it. Give me the link. It says, Jeff Keighley reveals that this year's show will be significantly shorter than past shows, though the host didn't confirm an expected runtime. In order to win a Steam Deck, you must be in the United States, Canada, UK, or Europe, and must have a Steam account in good standings. The Game Awards also noted that you need to have made a Steam purchase between November 14th and of 2021 and November 14th of 2022. Okay, to verify your country. How to register. All right, that's what we need to know. To register to win a Steam Deck, you need to visit the official site. So I guess I can click there. Here you have the option to register so long as you have a valid Steam account. Once you have done so, you will see your registered notice on the page. Then you need to tune in to the Game Awards ceremony via Steam, and the winners will be revealed in the chat every minute. Only users who are watching the show live will have a chance of being drawn from the random pool of registrants. Everyone who registers will gain access to a free Steam Pal digital sticker, so it's worth giving it a try, even if your odds are slim. Keighley also confirmed that the Game Awards sale will be available around the show debut, giving you plenty to play if you do win a Steam Deck. How about that? I think that, like, once again, I talked about it earlier. I think this is a dope marketing scheme for Valve. What a great way to kind of get in there and show everybody what's going on. All right. Let's see. So Frontiers has 5 islands. It takes about 20-25 hours for me, and I'll take my time. Islands 4 could be done in 1 hour. Okay. You know what? I just hate to buy games that don't last long. My kids, they finish games quickly. So once again, shout out to CT. CT said, I won. Just give it to one of your kids. All right, man. I appreciate it. Listen, and they will appreciate it. Little varmints. He said 30 minutes probably instead of, okay. Golly, 30 minutes on one island. I'll be mad. Mendez, pay attention, you fraud. You better win a Steam Deck. No Jeff Keighley put me to sleep excuses either. You know what? Last year's, man, was long. You know what? I was sitting in this chair like, man, I'm tired. They got to speed that up. Yeah, but super good marketing scheme by Valve, man. What a way to do it. Advertising wise, I just hope the Game Awards gives us something to. I really hope that Nintendo has a little bit. I don't need a trailer from Zelda. Just give me GoldenEye. They gave me GoldenEye and say that it's playable tonight. I'm straight. That's all I need. But you know what? I do have to agree if they're gonna broadcast or have any trailer, it's gonna be a trailer of what's the name of that new Fire Emblem game. They might have something new for that. But I'm super listen. Give me GoldenEye, and I'll be like, man, this Game Awards is the best. But don't want to get your hopes up. Super MJ says, I'm done playing games for tonight. Getting annoyed at this game today. That's funny. Chris says, I am not resting because I can't bring myself to watch the Game Awards. The show is trash every year. Yeah, it's been trash the last 2 years for sure. I think the last time it was like really good or pretty good was hold on a second. I got this hat on my head and starting to hurt my noggin. What's going on, D1? I'll get you on the board in a second. Yeah, it was the Game Awards was trash the last 2 years, but it was good that one year when they had Zelda. It was good that year when they had like the whole like Zelda walkthrough, and then it was but yeah, that's it. That's the only year I mean I was like, man, this is really good. So did we talk about what was that game? Callisto? You talking about that scary game? I have not played it, and I want to play it because I seen like a TikTok. I'm talking about Callisto Protocol. I seen a TikTok with that game, and man, the like death scenes was like so brutal. I was like, golly, that made me want to play it anymore. Let's see. Pac-Man 99, boy. Pac-Man 99 they make you mad. If that's the game you playing, man, yeah, Pac-Man 99 has made me mad plenty a day. D1 says, what's up, everyone? Just dialed in after a late night working, brainstorming. The notification was late. Hey, no problem, my brother. Let me get you on the board, though. Let me dip out of that real quick. D1 in the building. All right. I don't know what this is. Listen, I don't know what that is. What's catalase? What's catalase? I don't know. Gotta help me out, CT. So done with that game. I don't know if I'll play Super Smash. I think it's Smash Brothers 2. I don't. Boy, you gotta help me out, man. I'm old. I'm like, what? What is that? Steve M says, I just stumbled upon a YouTube video about Pokemon where a guy used scriptures from the Bible to say we should be happy with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet for what it is. Wow. I never heard of that one. Steven says, I've been watching PG play Callisto Protocol on YouTube. Like, yeah, listen, I'm telling you, the game to me, it's until I play it, because I hear the biggest complaint is the combat. But until I play it for myself, then I can, it's one of them games like I'm gonna have to get when it's on sale. I can't buy it right now. It's too close to Christmas and it's too close to God of War. That's when I'm playing God of War is at Christmas time. So some people made a bingo system for Pac-Man 99. This task is a pain. Golly, not a bingo system. 10 full clears and win that match. Dang. Now that's serious. That's serious play for that. Super Mario Maker 2. Okay, got you. I think I appreciate you, man. I was going to get there, Super MJ. I was going to get there. I was over in my brain like, man, what is he talking about? That Bible guy must have got a free code from the devs. Don't know. Else you can cap for people being happy about playing full price for a broken game. I reached 10 clears once, but was second. Golly, man, listen, you a G, Super MJ. I think, man, Pac-Man 89, like, when you get to that, like, when you like that top 3, it gets so crazy. It's like, ooh, man, your strategy got. I love that game because the strategy has to be so organic because you got to have strategies at different levels. You know what? You got to have a strategy when you first start to like your first 50, you got to have a strategy. And then when you're in that top 50, then you got to, your strategy got to change a little bit. When you're in that top 25, the strategy changes again. When you in that top 10, the strategy changes again. When you in that top 5, really top 3, I won't say top 3, you in that top 3, your strategy got to change because, man, it's so fast. It's so fast. Crazy. But it's so good. It's addicting, man. There are harder ones on the bingo. I can only imagine. Starting all you need. He said, plan. Yeah, you got a plan. You definitely got a plan. But I really, really, that's probably one of my favorite games to play. All right, let me get off this wheel. Got D1 on the board. You know what? I was going to talk about this here, but you know what? I'm not really big into esports. However, I just thought the whole situation, how it kind of evolved was crazy. You know what? But I like all the truth not out yet, so that's one reason why I didn't want to really, really talk about it because it's still some because even the guy who's, long story short, there was a company, I can't tell you the names. It was one company getting ready to host this, Super Smash Bros. Tournament. And then all of a sudden they got a cease and desist from Nintendo. But I guess Nintendo must be in contract with another company. I don't know if it's called Panda or whatever it was called. It started with a P. I guess they kind of said something to Nintendo. The Nintendo made the cease and desist, blah, blah, blah. Then the other company was like, hey, they put it out there like, hey, this other company got an issue. This is why we don't have the show. And so from there, they, the Smash community went crazy and went crazy back on the original company that threw these other kind of stuff. It's just a bunch of back and forth. And so I'm not gonna to really, really thoroughly report on it until I get some more details. But the guy who's the CEO of the company that was like complaining, he stepped down because he got all this hate. Like the Smash community came at his head. I was like, you don't mess with people's video games, man. You don't mess with people's opportunities to watch good gameplay and win a bunch of money. They was, it's people that had opportunity to win kind of money. They just got defrauded. I mean, just got pretty knocked off their high horses. So that's one reason why I don't do esports. It's nice to watch, but I ain't trying to play. Is anybody playing Halo? I just want to know. I mean, I know I have not, even though I probably should. And one day I will. One day I'm going to take a whole week off work. I'm strategizing right now to be able to take a whole week off of work. But it probably won't come until after basketball season. So maybe I know I have a week coming. I'm going to take a whole week off. I'm not going to do nothing but play. I don't know where that came from. But Halo Infinite multiplayer creator director has left 343 Industries. That says a lot, man. Like, to me, you know what? I would tell you that probably the biggest mistake Microsoft made was not buying Bungie. How do you let Bungie go to PlayStation? That was if you was buying studios, why not buy the cats that made Halo what it is? You let them just kind of just fall through the cracks. He said, "I love Halo Infinite." Oh, okay. That's refreshing to know. That makes me want to say, hey, that makes me want to dig back into it. Because you know what? When it first came out, I was about that life. And then real quick, I just got out of it. Tell you, man, life, boy. When I was in college, man, I could play any game, every game, and have all the time in the world. Stay away super late at night. I had a job where I worked third shift at a youth home. And I would go to the youth home, man, and I would play every game that came out because I had nothing but time. At the time I did my homework for class, I had probably 4 hours where I could just play, 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 play. Not my son. He works two jobs. He works a third shift job working for working for Hilton, where he's like the night auditor. And so he has nothing but time. Like his job is really done after his first 2 hours, and then the next 6 hours he has nothing to do. So he bought himself a really nice, portable 4K monitor. He bought a Xbox Series S, and man, he gets it in. He uses their Wi-Fi. He good. He do it every night. And so I just think that is super, super duper good. But that's one day when I could play video games. But I used to play the piss out of Halo. Halo 3, man, I played the piss out of that game. But I know you say, hey, man, well, how does it come to this story? I don't know, because it's like Halo. But I just don't know what Halo looks like going forward with some of these big decisions going away. Maybe Microsoft walks away from Halo. I think that would be stupid. That would be stupid if they walked away from Halo. I think that would be really, really dumb. However, I don't know what the future of Halo looks like, but I guess we all gonna see together. But yeah, Microsoft should have never let Bungie fall into Sony's hands. Never, never. So Weird Titan says absolutely not. Oh man. CT said I love Halo Infinite. Greater Titan says once Sony loses their fight to stop Microsoft from buying Activision, Treyarch is going to develop. Oh, that would be that. Wow, that would be something. That would be something. Ooh, wait, listen. People might just get extra excited again about Halo. If Treyarch did the next Halo, you'll see Halo on PlayStation. I'll guarantee you, if they switch gears, you will see Halo on PlayStation. Oh man, that would be something, buddy. He said win five in a row, 10 in a row, eat 500 ghosts. KO 9. Golly. So okay, so I've never seen this part of the game, Super MJ. So is this like if you I'm gonna say, is this like on Super? It's like, okay, where do I find this board at? I need to know that. What's going on, Dave? I need to find. Let me know, where do I find this? Is this on, like, if I click on Pac-Man 99? Because I just click, I go right to the online. But where do I find this, like, bingo board? That's just some of the 30 and on the list, and not the hardest ones. Golly. Wait, where do I find the bingo board? Dave says, hello. What did I miss? I was watching the show. The Flash. Oh yeah, the Flash was good. So I didn't see there was a stream. Oh, we talked about quite a few things. We talked about were we Team Pro or Team Switch 2? Steve M's is definitely Switch 2. I said I was, I've changed my position. I ain't actually changed. I just made a firm decision that Nintendo's going to release a Pro. They're not going to release a 2. And I'm gonna stick to the reason why it's because financially this is a good decision, and because Nintendo they have to appeal to stockholders. The Switch Pro is gonna ignite enough excitement where Nintendo will probably sell another 30 million of those bad boys, because there's 120 million Switches out there already, and I believe 25% of that 120 will upgrade. Matter of fact, this is a great question for the chat. I think I need to post this on on YouTube is that if Nintendo does come out with a Pro, how many of you who have a current Switch will upgrade? Will it depend on what's upgraded on the Switch on this Pro? Like what makes the Pro the Pro? And to me, they don't need to do much. You tell me, you give me a better battery life, you keep my OLED screen, um, and you give me a better processor, um, and have games that would probably run at a better frame rate. Give me those kind of options, and then I'm in like Flynn. Oh my bad, Dave. What else did you miss, Dave? We talked. I guess you can go back in the stream, but I'm trying to think off the top of my head. We talked about quite a few things. Right now, we're talking about Halo and talking about the creative director leaving and what Halo's gonna look like. And talk about Xbox paying $70 games. We talked about that. We talked about the UK sales. We talked a little bit about Disney Dreamland. We talked about the Mario movie a little bit too by being 86 minutes, but you know what? You can buy the movie itself on May the 11th. Right? Check that out. You can buy the movie Super Mario Brothers on May the 11th, the day before Zelda. Zelda comes out on the 12th. I'm telling you, man, they setting it up real smooth. If they mess around and say, you know what, not only Zelda comes out, you get a Mario game that same day. No, matter of fact, release a Mario game on April the 7th. That would be crazy. I'm just saying. All right, let's get to some more of these comments. It says, with the only stronger speed reduced to 4.5 power ups makes this hard. When using only standard 7. Okay, so this is all a part of that board. D1 says, I'll switch to an upgrade as long as they use the same cartridges and it's under $400. See, somebody is talking some sense. If it's a Pro, it for sure wouldn't be $400. If it's a Pro, it's gonna be it can't be. If they raise it to $400, I think I'll be upset. $400 says a whole lot. $400 says, you know what, we are just as good as a Steam Deck, and it is not. Even at its best, right? Matter of fact, if the Switch Pro comes out and it's $400, it better be on par with the Steam Deck. Because even with a better battery and some other trinkets they can throw in there, for it to be $400, it better be damn good. My games better load real good. It better have a better SSD in there. I'm just saying, $400 is you're right. $400 is a grip. If they keep it at $350, then yeah, it's a definitely. Because I would trade in. I have a red Switch that I don't use. It's just strictly for show. But yeah, I'll probably trade in my OLED for sure for a Switch Pro. The hardest 3 on the board are around 17, full clear, but can't use strong power. Yeah, you're right. I don't want that. I don't want none of that. Super MJ. What did you get this Discord? Are you on Discord, Super MJ? You know your boy is on Discord too. If you're not joined yet, I'll put an invite in the chat to my Discord. And then you can better just send me a direct message. Not sure if that will show up for you. This is the bingo card. No, I didn't see. I just saw a Discord. But let me put my Discord in the chat. Let's see. Gritech says I'm going to need to sell. I want to need a sale on the consoles. Nintendo to somehow stop me from emulating their games. Also, throw in a cute puppy, and you got yourself a deal, Nintendo. D1 says exactly, because more than likely you're going to get $100 off the trade and something. I think you probably get more than that. I think you probably get more than that for a OLED. Even if they gave you the for instance, they gave you at a minimum $175. Then it to me is worth it. The only worth is if it's on the trade. Invite. Let's see. Try to invite people. There you go. Invite. We want to copy the link. Let's see. Live chat. Come on, Dave, get it together. Paste. All right. So I'll put my Discord link in the chat for those of you who might want to join our Discord. Just in case you're not, feel free to join. I'd love to have you be a part. And this way, Super MJ, you can send me a direct link. I definitely want to like to see that that bingo card. All right. So, oh no, Super MJ is a Canadian. Disgusting. Golly. He said, "Your name is Dave." My name is Dave. Well, really, my full name is David, but my friends call me Dave. So call me Dave. He said, "No, U.S." He said, "Dang, why you hard?" is Canadian? Disgusting. Oh man, that's so funny. All right, let's see. No, I talked about that already. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's go and look at. All right, let's see what PlayStation got going on today. All right, so this is a very good question. He said, "Should I wait for a PS5 Pro or just buy a PlayStation 5 now?" If PlayStation is your way to go, and you like, man, I like PlayStation, this is what I like, period, then I would say in this particular question, just buy a PlayStation. Buy a PlayStation 5 now. You listen, how much better the PS5 Pro gonna be? To be honest, you know what? If you if you said, man, forget it, and you kept your PS4 as long as you had it, your PS5 will be just fine. I don't see what a Pro is going to actually do to make you just say, you know what, I just gotta have it. I'll get a PS5 now. You'll be all right. To be honest, like if you ask me right now, if they came out with a PS5 Pro, I don't know what they can do to make it that much more appealing that I would have to have it now. I would probably pass. I would probably just stick with my PS5. Like, man, my games run good. It's no reason for it. Super MJ is from Western New York. All right. You know, CMG, usually he pops in on the channel. CMG is from New York. He lives in New York currently. Says he said, and the invite link doesn't show for Twitch, just for YouTube if you sent it there. You know what? Now I put I put my Discord link in the chat. My Twitch is Gaming Dad 1906. That is my Twitch. My Discord, I put the link to my Discord in the chat. Links must just show up on my end with the CDN version of the URL, because the CDN version of the URL showed up when Jay posted that link. Okay, gotcha. Might as well wait on the Pro. Sony is still releasing all their games on the PS4. If you're still on the PS4, stay there for a little while longer. Yeah, okay, so that's a good question. I didn't know if you have a 4 right now and you've been rocking the 4, I would still stay with the 4 cuz it's not too many games that you're going to miss out on. Matter of fact, is God of War Ragnarok, that's on the 4 too as well, right? If God of War Ragnarok is on the 4, then absolutely. Even with the performance issues that you may encounter. But you know what? Rumors has it that a PS5 Pro will be here later this year. So if that is true, then you might be smart enough to wait. Especially if your PS4 is running well and you don't have no issues, you're not going to miss out on a lot of stuff. CT said, I wish I never got rid of my PS4 to get the PS5. Oh man. In some ways I agree with you. Like I just gave my PS4 to my son and he destroyed it. He I don't know how did you break a console, man, but he sure enough figured out a way to do it. But I mean I like my PS5. I just haven't used it in a long time. I'm just haven't used it. J isn't my real name, but MJ is okay. All right, MJ, gotcha. I can roll with that. Yes, Ragnarok. Okay, so yeah, so if Ragnarok is on the PS4, you're not missing out on too many games. You might not get the Ratchet and Clank. I know that's a PS5 exclusive, but I mean I wouldn't sweat it. What's going on, Benj? Ben says good evening, everyone. But the Switch OLED or wait for the Switch Pro? Wait. I would right now at this standpoint. If you got a Switch, if you didn't have a Switch at all, and you was like, man, I want to play some of these games, I would get a Switch Lite used. I ain't going in front. I would get a used Switch Lite from GameStop, or and I would rock that until and now, matter of fact, I would buy it from GameStop because this way you can kind of test out some stuff, and stuff ain't right, you can take it back. But I would get I'm about to say slim, but I would get a light. I wouldn't get the OLED. I wouldn't give me a light. Rock that light until it's time for that Pro to drop, and then trade in that light. That's what I would recommend because it's coming, and it's coming. It's coming within 6 months. I think you can honestly predict that right now today, that a new Switch model is coming within the next 6 months. Today is the 6th. Breath of the Wild releases on May the 12th. It's coming within 6 months. So to me, I would wait. Unless you got some lucky deal. I would get a used light and play my game. You'll have just a good enough experience. Get you a satisfied grip for the light. Makes it extra comfortable, and enjoy. Oh, Benj, let me get you on the board. Benjamin 4206. Grid says only games now on the PS4 are Returnal, Demon Souls, and Ratchet and Clank. Right. It's only 3 games that you can't get on your PS4. It's like, it's a no-brainer. You know why? You know to keep the PS4. If I'd have known, I think about it like, you get new system. If I'd have known, I think if more people would have known that this was going to be the output, it's going to be a 3-game difference, a lot more people would have kept PS4. And then, like I saw today on Spawnwave, Sony just released a brand new PS4 bundle. The Call of Duty Modern Warfare bundle. I said bundle. How about that? That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Why would you do that? Let's see. Benjamin, just stick with the Steam Deck. Benj, you got a Steam Deck? I like my Steam Deck. I do. I really, really like it. I like it for the sports. My only issue is that, man, you know what? My Switch is just so light and portable. You know what? I can get so much out of it off of like one charge. It's like it makes certain things like so difficult. Yeah, so I dig that. I dig that. But I'm a Steam Deck guy. I'm telling you that. Playing Madden at 60 frames per second, man, is fun. Absolute fun. Man, these comments is killing me. He said, if you get a used Switch, better wipe it with Lysol wipes. Yeah. You know, 'cause they do a really half job at GameStop. And I tried when I worked there, we would get Switch lights in, and I try my best to clean it like, you know, as somebody was giving it to me. But yeah, they don't do the best jobs because a lot of people they've been hiring lately, they just really don't care. D1 says they already stated there's no new Switch hardware for the rest of this fiscal year. Yeah, the fiscal year ends in March. That's when the fiscal year ends. You get a brand. That's the reason why, like, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom comes out May 12th, which is in a brand new fiscal year. So yeah, it's not coming, but I'll tell you, in 6 months we'll put us in May. I'm predicting that we get a Pro to go right alongside Tears of the Kingdom, which would be extra smart. They released the Lite the same time, 2019. It's been 3 years now since the Lite came out, but they released it right next to Zelda. Like every iteration, well, not every iteration, because Metroid came out with the OLED. But at least 2 of the 3 iterations came out with, you know, with a major game. So, ooh, golly. Ben says my son's Switch is no longer working properly. He wants the OLED for Christmas. Hey Santa, you gotta get that OLED. There's nowhere around it, man. You just gonna have to get that OLED and encourage your son to get a small job and let him build that money up to trade his OLED in when the Pro come out. That's how you do it, man. You can't say, well, brother, we just gonna wait. Nah, man, you daddy. You gotta be a good Santa. Go ahead, man, and purchase that OLED. You can get it anywhere. It's the right thing to do. You probably would have been better off. If you'd have got that bad boy a Pokemon OLED, you probably would have been the chief for real around that bad boy. Grid Detective says rock a pink Switch Lite like a boss. Oh man. I said, get him a Steam Deck. He'll thank you when he's older. Yeah, nah. Get the Switch, man. You know what? Listen, I really like the Steam Deck, but that thing it's big, man. It's big. But I tell you, playing 2K on it, man, it's nothing like it. 2K and Madden, man, I agree, and have it on a stand with a PS5 controller, man. It's like it is the deal. It's the way to go. All right, let me get off this here. Come back here. Those of you who like SpongeBob SquarePants, the Cosmic Shake finally has a release date, and it's soon. January 31st. That's pretty. I mean, that's pretty soon. But am I looking forward to the game? No, absolutely not. I'm telling you, man, that SpongeBob game that released on the Switch was terrible, 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 terrible. River City Girls 2. This would be what's up Mendez's alley. Available December 15th. That's quick. I'm trying to think. I'm assuming it launches on all platforms. It says so we'll launch in North America and Europe on December 15th. The beat 'em up will release for the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and PC via Steam. All right. Would I pick this game up? Maybe not. There's too many other games to play. You know, you look at game. River City Girls. The first one was good, but you know what? I didn't have time to play that game. There was other games to play. So in competition, I'm like, no, I'll pass. Microsoft offers Sony 10-year deal for Call of Duty on PlayStation if Activision deal goes through. This tells me that Microsoft is in trouble. This story right here tells me that this deal could be in jeopardy if Microsoft is making these kind of deals. Like, hey man, we signed you the 10-year deal. That's crazy. If for $69 billion, man, let this deal go through. Stop playing, Sony. Damn, that's a lot of money though. GTA Online getting ray traced reflections on PS5 and Xbox Series X. Oh, that look good. Look at that. I was, once again, like I bypassed GTA Online. I'm like, I'm just not dealing with that. Don't even feel like it. Hey, yo, why does the SpongeBob banner look hella dirty? Look like it should be on the hub. I have no response to that. No response. Let's see. PlayStation Crash Bandicoot found inspiration from the iconic Super Nintendo franchise. Of course it did. Anybody that thinks differently is crazy. EA made a Lord of the Rings game with the Tiger Wood engine. Huh. Tiger Wood look like a zombie on this bad boy. The Witcher 5 PS5 update is hugely impressive, according to reviews. I can only imagine what this bad boy looks like. But am I purchasing it? No, because I already own these games. I've bought The Witcher so many times. I'm not buying this game again. I'm not updating it to nothing. Try again. I'm sorry. It is too many current games that's out right now. There's no way I would sit back and buy a game. To be honest, I really hate buying games unless they're really, really good where I gotta sit at one spot. I hate it. Because I like to be mobile. I like to be like, all right, if I'm not done playing it, I can take it to school. I can take it on vacation. That's why I like my Switch so much, because it was like it's the go-to. It's like I can play with my kids. Okay, I'm going off on a tangent. That's why I like my Steam Deck, because I'm like, all right, I'm tired of playing y'all. Get on this Madden. Get on that 2K. PS Plus leaks show the weirdest version of Battlefront 2 is coming. I believe the version is the PSP version that's being. Let's see. While a leak of upcoming games for the PS Plus has revealed the Star Wars Battlefront 2 is joining the service library of games, it may not be the version that fans expect. While EA's published Battlefront 2 is the most recent version, having released in 2017 as a sequel to the original Battlefront reboot, the series dates back to the era of the PS2 and has had a presence on Xbox, DS, and PC platforms as well. As reported by VGC, the PS Plus Classic Library is seemingly set to release a surprising iteration of the original Battlefield 2, the PSP version. You know what? Once again, man, this is not a smart decision. Like, why would you do this? If all the versions you could have released, why did they greenlight the PSP version? Stupid. Just this downright stupid. This is not even a good decision. Shame, 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 shame on PlayStation, man. All right, good people. Listen, I'm tired of going through PlayStation. I'm looking at Xbox for a minute. All right, let's see. Say Starfield. Okay, we talked about the $70 games. Not gonna go too much into that. All right. Well, I'm not gonna dig into none of this stuff either. I will talk about. I talked about that. Talk about that. All right, good people. Listen. Hey, what time is it? All right, good people. Listen, we've been on roughly about 2 hours, almost 10 o'clock. So your boys is gonna get off this stream in great fashion, like we always do around this time. Ladies and gentlemen, it is officially wheel time, ladies and gentlemen. It's official wheel time. But let's get to some of these comments. Look at it again and tell me I'm wrong. Hold on a second. Okay, hold on. Let me go back. Let's see. I gotta find that where that story go. Oh, you know what? We can't get off the stream yet. We haven't talked about the Game Awards. But I'm trying to find that hold on, maybe it's on PlayStation. Oh, here. Oh man, oh man. Man, I can't do you grid attacks right now. It's funny. It says play Witcher on Steam Deck, then he won't. I bought it on Steam Deck. I bought Witcher on the Steam Deck. And matter of fact, I played it that's one of the first games I played on my Steam Deck. When I got it, was The Witcher, because it was cheap. It was on sale. Genshin Impact is bribing players for votes at the Game Awards, but Sonic Frontier fans aren't having it. All right, so let's look into real quick. Let's go back here. All right. Let me do it again. All right, let's look at some of the categories. It starts off pretty far down. All right, let's get back up right here. We start with esports. We'll start at the bottom. We look at the esports games. Nope, I'm not doing the esports teams. Best esports coach, not doing that either. Not doing the event. All right, let's look at studio game direction. Like you see, it's the top. It's quite a few in this category. So studio game direction nominees are Sony Interactive Entertainment, Guerrilla Games, Annapurna Interactive, Farm Software, Blue 12 Studios, BNN Entertainment, and Half Mermaid and Santa Monica Studios. I think Santa Monica Studios is probably gonna get it because God of War looks so good. Farm Software could be in that running as well because of, I believe, of the game of the year. I hate that I have brain farts, but you know the game of the year. The game is it's the Souls game. Elden Ring. It's stupid. I tell you, I figure it out sooner or later. So I would I'm picking either Santa Monica. Matter of fact, I'm going with Santa Monica. I didn't say that once. I think they outbeat Firm Software, but the other ones, I mean, they don't ring a bell right away. All right, we're not gonna do the innovation and accessibility. All right, it debuted indie game. All right, this is pretty good. This is pretty. You got Stray, Neo White, Vampire Survivors, which was really good on Steam. It said Norco and Tunic. Out of those 5 games, man, it's gonna be Stray or Tunic. You know, Vampire Slayers was pretty good, man. If you have not, played that game, you kind of bypass it, man. I that game was pretty fun. I dug it. Grid Tactics says, I love when fans of 2 games I care nothing about are fighting it out over the show I won't watch. D1 says, are you saying farm software or did you mean software? From software. I mean from software. I'm sorry. Please charge it to my head, not to my heart. I messed up. My bad. But I'm talking about farm software. What's the difference between Sony Studios and Sony Santa Monica? Sony Santa Monica is strictly God of War. Sony Studios could be, I don't know. Not the top of my head, I don't. Good question, but I don't know. All right, let's see if I can enlarge this here. All right, let me enlarge this here. So in this category of indie games, I'm going to say Tunic. Tunic looks so good. All right, games with impact. Let's go right here. Citizen Sleeper, a Memoir Blue. It said I was a teenage. What is this? I am saying none of these games. No, no. We're not gonna do that one either. Audio design, God of War, Horizon Forbidden West, Elden Ring. I said, well, I don't know what I called that game. Gran Turismo 7, Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I mean, I don't know who do you pick from that, from audio design? I don't know, man. I haven't heard God of War. This, it's off a couple. I don't know. Y'all had to let me know who wins on that one. He said, but they're both Sony. That award seems fixed. Even Gorilla is other Sony studios. Sony had 3 chances to win the first award. Jeff is at it again. Oh man, that's funny. So I would say, audio design. I mean, I don't know. I guess I would give it to maybe Elden Ring or something. I don't know. Action game. Okay, all right. Now you're talking. Action game. You got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge. Super good game. Neo White didn't play it, but looked pretty good. Sifu, man, it's a game, man. I'm considering picking up on the Switch because the performance on the Switch is pretty good. I said, oh man, I don't know, cause it's one of them games I want to have. I kind of want to have quick access to. I don't know, man. It's hard. Bayonetta 3, man. Golly, man, that game is good too. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Tunic. Golly, who else? God of War, right? Okay, this was probably going to God of War. Look how long this other action adventure. Okay, this pure action game, it'll probably go to Bayonetta 3. I'm pulling for Bayonetta 3 in that category of action game. Adventure action game is probably gonna go to God of War because it got God of War, Horizon Forbidden West, A Plague Tale, Stray. Oh yeah, God of War. What's going on, Josh? Boy, you came in real quick. Almost too late. I'll get you on the board in a minute. I gotta come back to this. Right now we talk. Yeah, God of War would get action game. Because the Gritter said Elden Ring wins best sound. Why would you say that? Did you play Elden Ring? Hey Josh, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I'm with you on that. God of War gonna get big action adventure. It definitely be God of War. All right, let's go. Let's go to independent game. Um, so so you got the same ones from the same category pretty much from the debut indie game. So you got Seafood, Neo, White, Tunic, Code of the Lamb. I'm gonna go with Seafood. It's either Seafood or Stray. It could be Tunic too. But I'm picking Seafood. That's my pick. Can't worry about everybody else. All right. I'm gonna scroll down to the strategy game, which it's a genre of game that I really don't care nothing about. Total War Hammer 3. Mario and Rabbids Sparks Art. Did anybody buy that game? I haven't heard nobody talk about Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope. It came out and then it went ghost. I don't know. Is there a curse or something with Ubisoft? Because I have not heard anything about that game. Let's see. Grid Tactic says, yes, I played Elden Ring. The whole game is built around combat, sound, and lore. There really isn't any set action parts or story like most games. Okay. So this almost just like, any other Souls game, I guess. All right. So best strategy game, the only one I've known anything about is I'm gonna pull for Mario and Rabbids Sparks and Hope. I think that's the really only Mario centric um game that they could probably get nominated that I know of so far. All right, VR game. I'm going with Among Us VR. Soundtrack will probably go to Elden Ring. So you got God of War, Elden Ring, A Plague Tale, Metal Hellsinger. It's crazy. Xenoblade Chronicles. I don't know that. Xenoblade Chronicles might get a little love for that. He said Total War would get strategy game. Steven says Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope got good reviews, but no one wanted to pay 60 for that. Yeah. Let alone if it turned it from 60 to 70. Just imagine that turned into $70. That's crazy. Who would dare pay $70 for Sparks of Hope? I'm not saying I ain't dissing it that hard, but I wouldn't pay $70 for it. All right. I done messed that all up. How did I do that? All right. Let's see. All right. Talk about the sign. Art direction. Man, art direction, man. I'm going with it could be a tie between a Horizon Forbidden West and God of War. God of War is always a beautiful, beautiful game. So Metal Hellraiser better win soundtrack. It has some insane metal songs from famous metal bands. Okay. This is a game I don't even know what it was about. Never played. So there's a deluxe edition for $80. Oh, that's right. Who in the hell gonna pay it for that deluxe edition? Shame on Ubisoft. They're trying their best. Stray will get art direction. They might. You know what? That is a very unique game. But I think was Tunic in that same? No, I God of War, man. God of War looks pretty darn good. What is going on here? Keep hitting the button. Sorry, people. All right, fighting game. Ooh, it's quite a few. You got JoJo. It's not all. You know what? The King of Fighters, DNF Duel. I think that's coming to the Switch as well. I'm going with Seafood, man. I'm saying it again. Seafood, man, looks like my type of game. Is a crazy combo, beat 'em up. Oh, okay. Hellsing. Dumb autocorrect. You going seafood for fighting game? Yeah, I out of this category, I just don't see like even like the King of Fighters, it could garner some attention, but I'm going with seafood. Role playing games, you get Elden Ring, Pokemon Legends Arceus, Live a Live, Alive Alive, Triangle Strategy, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I'm going with Xenoblade Chronicles 3. And I haven't played not one of these games, but Xenoblade Chronicles 3 just look like a game that does it. Oh, maybe Elden Ring, man. I forgot Elden Ring is I'm voting for Xenoblade Chronicles 3. That's my vote. We got narrative. Uh God of War. That's easy. I'm not doing it on the esports stuff. Family game. All right. Family game. So these are the categories. We got Splatoon 3. And this is a good card. It's all pretty much all Nintendo. Mario vs. Rabbids Sparks of Hope. We got Lego Star Wars, The Skywalker Saga, Nintendo Switch Sports, Kirby, and the Forgotten Land. Family game. Oh man, this is tough. I would typically say Nintendo Switch Sports, but this could also be Splatoon's year. So I'm going Nintendo Switch Sports as my winner for best family game out of this category. Best adaptation. The best adaptation. Cyberpunk Edge Runner, I believe, is a pretty good anime. I think I started watching that, but the Cuphead show, man, is really good. And unless they're talking about Uncharted the movie. The throat goat needs an award. Just got home and switched from my mobile to my laptop. Cajun dry rub ready. Oh, you about to get that eat on? Dang, that sounds. I think my wife cooked some chicken tonight. I'm gonna get to it in a minute. All right, let's see. We kind of going through. We got best multiplayer game. All right, let's see what they got. What's on the board? Man, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, man, Shredder's Revenge, man, is so good. Splatoon 3, Multiverse, Call of Duty Warfare, Overwatch 2. I'm going Splatoon 3 on this one here. I'm Nintendo biased, but it's for me, it's either that or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, because I mean that is it's when you get like 4 or 5 people. For me, you get like 4 people playing. It's fun. It is absolutely fun. Online, it's even better. I wish my oldest son would pick this up. That's a game you can play. You can go through the story over and over again and have a great time. Esports game. I don't care. Anticipated game. And this is hard, man. Because for me, it's too. Listen, Hogwarts Legacy, nah. Final Fantasy, whatever, nah. Starfield, yeah. For me, most anticipated game is just between these two, and it's the sequel to The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, which is Tears of the Kingdom, and then Resident Evil 4. That's hard for me because Resident Evil 4 is in my top 5 greatest games of all time. Breath of the Wild is in my top 5 as well. So I'm going to say, golly, it's going to be Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom is probably my most anticipated game. That's my vote. Zelda got to take one. Zelda going to win. But, man, if Resident Evil 4 to sneak it out, I wouldn't be mad either. But the other ones, I see you when I see it. Mobile games, I care nothing about, but probably Genshin Impact is probably going to get it. Community support, don't care. Fortnite will win it. I give it to Fortnite. Sports game, all right, let's see who in the sports category. Yeah, FIFA 23, Gran Turismo 7, Ali Ali World. How did Ali World get in there? Formula 1, NBA 2K23. I'm going with NBA 2K23. That's easy. I'm a basketball guy. Content creator, I don't care. I don't barely know any one of them except myself. I give it to Gaming Dad. ongoing game. I really hate these games, but I'm probably gonna give it to Fortnite again. Maybe Genshin Impact, but I'm going with Fortnite because my son is still playing that stupid game. Performance, don't care. Game of the year. We are at the top of all the categories. We went through every last one of them. And game of the year, your boy Gaming Dad's game of the year. And I would like everybody to get the opportunity to sound off in the chat your game of the year. I would go, and I have not even played the game, but I'm going with God of War. I'm thinking God of War is going to take this W because I can't play my God of War until Christmas. That's my Christmas game, my gift to myself. But I'm going with God of War, game of the year. Fight me in the chat. Is there a mobile game category or not? Yeah, listen, yes it is. I skipped right past it real quick. I was like, I'm not dealing with no mobile game. The mobile game, okay, here you go. Mobile game. You got Marvel Snap, Genshin Impact, Diablo Immortal, Apex Legend, Tower of Fantasy. That's it. That's your mobile game. Hardware looks like it will be a beautiful, and I don't know, split about Harry Potter. I think it's gonna be a game that I'm gonna want to play because I'm a big Harry Potter fan too. I definitely want to play it. All right, but back to this game of the year, real quick. Greta Titan says, Stray is going to sneak it out. God of War will win. Truthfully, even though I like the first game more. Did Greta Titan, did you beat the second game? All right, game of the year, Stray, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 would not get it. If they get it, it will be something wrong. A Plague Tale, I never played it, so I'm not going to hate on it. Elden Ring, it will probably definitely be up there, but I think it's been on the market a lot. God of War is fresh in people's heads. Horizon Forbidden West won't win it as well, but it's good that Sony had two to get nominated. But where's Xbox exclusive? Oh, they don't have any. So I beat the second game last night, and you like it better than the first one. Did it take you as long to beat the second one as it did the first one? That's a good question. All right, good people. Listen, it's 10:20. We done made it through what we said we're gonna do. And matter of fact, I need to come back here, squeeze this in a little bit. All right, boom. Let me get Josh on the board. He came in late. All right, let's see. So Hardware has my money if I can join the Southern. Don't put me in Hufflepuff game. Man, oh man. All right, good. Listen, man, you got a short opportunity, man. It's only 14 people in the chat. Even your boy Gaming Dad is in this bad boy. Listen, it took me longer to beat the second game, but the game feels like it's padded out times in a couple of realms. What do you mean by padded out times? Like they had you repeat a bunch of stuff for no reason. I hate games like that. But okay, so this is another good question. Was the story of the first one better than the story of the second one? That's, to me, that'll tell me a lot, because I like the stories of the game. To me, drives everything else. Was the story better? All right, good people, listen. Lots of walks and talks and waves of monsters just because. Okay. I get it. All right, good people, listen. Without a shadow of a doubt, we only got 14 people on the Wheels of Steel. You know how it go. If your name is picked first, you get that Peter Griffin sweet sound tones. All right, without any further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into this wheel, If you didn't make it on the wheel, if you don't see your name on it, you better let me holler right now before I hit this wheel. It's going to be on and popping. All right. Without a shadow of a doubt, let's go. Who's first one up to catch the flex and get that famous Price is Right jingle? And it looks like it's going to be GT, fresh off the muscle. Golly. Man, Will show you no love. He said the story, let me put this out there. He said the story of the second is more straightforward when it came to the story. Okay, man, I don't like that. The first game had you putting together the story. Yeah, I like, yeah, right. That's why I love that structure. I wish they kept that. D1, psych, bruh. At least I outlasted COG. No COG tonight. But let's keep it going. We got 13 people left on the wheels of steel. Who's up next to catch the flex and hear these sweet sound tones? Dang, back to back. First the Fat Boys break up. Now this. Golly. D1. You listen, you jinxed yourself on this one. D1 said, hold on, put his comment back on the board. D1 said, psych. Better luck next time. All right. Who's up next to catch the flex? And it will be, dang. Look at my son Josh just bit the dust. Dang. Gotcha. All right, ladies and gentlemen, down to 11 people to go. Let's see who's up next to catch the flex. Who will be our fourth loser of tonight? And it will be Mendez, one of his always on deck.
You lose.
He's out of here. Peace out, my brother. We're going to keep it rolling. Who's up next to catch the flex? And it will be, oh my goodness, now my other son out of here. Joseph, peace out. You know what? At first, when I was getting ready to name my son, like in my family, in our household, if we had a girl, my wife named him. If we had a boy, I named him. And so my wife kind of vetoed the name. I was going to name him Isaiah. And my wife was like, no, pick something else. I said, all right. Because, my favorite basketball player was Isaiah Thomas. I wanted to name him after Isaiah. And then he was like, no. She was like, no. Then I was like, oh, man, all right. I went back to the Bible. And Joseph was one of my favorite Bible characters. And so Joseph it was. I love Joseph's story. All right. D1 said I caught it. Oh, man, it's funny. Mendez is going to be out like Tatum in the playoffs again. All right, who's up next to catch the flex? Let's go again. Just keep it on. Let's see who's up for the win. And it will be Stevie M.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. You
lose.
Good day, sir.
Good day, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep going. Who's up next to catch the flex and will be our first winner tonight? It will be my guy representing Georgia, Benj in the building. He's our winner tonight, but
psych.
Better luck next time. Slug heads.
Man, that never gets old. All right, ladies and gentlemen, down to 7 people. And it looks like it's going to be my guy, Quag. He'll be our next loser.
You lose.
Quag is out of here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to keep the party going. What did the sheep say? What did the sheep say? Mendez. What did the sheep say? Bad. You out of here, my boy. Peace out. I gotta let the second one come in. There. All right, ladies and gentlemen, keep going. We're down to 5, keeping it alive. Who's up next to catch the flex? And it will be Supersonic MJ is out of here. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right. if I win tonight, because I'm in your Final Four, your boy Georgia Boys is in the Final Four. SOC, CT is in the winner's circle. But you know what? CD cannot win because CT won last week. Your boy gave me that. If I win tonight, who would I give it to? Let me look at the chat real quick. Look at the chat. If I win tonight, I think I'm going to give it to... I'm going to give it to Supersonic MJ. That's all I'll give it to. If I win tonight, it's going to Supersonic MJ. Let's go, good people. Let's keep it rolling. Oh, my basketball kid. Georgia Boys is out of here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's down to 2. It's between me and SOC. I don't know who's going to win, but we're going to find out today. Let's keep it rolling. And our next, it's your boy, Gaming Dad. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's winner will be SOC by default because CT won last week, but CT's in the winner's circle. But for this, for fun, we'll find out who the true winner is. Let's see, did SOC win it outright, or did he really got ousted? CT would have won back-to-back, but he can't win back-to-back weeks. And tonight's winner is my guy, SOC. Give it up for children. Give it up for SOC. Oh, I eliminated SOC from the board. Let me put it back on the board. SOC. Ladies and gentlemen, give it for SOC. He's our winner tonight. If he does what he's supposed to do, he'll send me that quick text message to say, hey, I won. Give me my money. And I'll hook him up. All right, good people. CMG, man, he said, oh, I forgot you was live. Oh, no. That's all right, my brother. That's all right. That is all right. You get nothing. Good day, sir. Man, that is so funny, man. That never gets old, man. Yeah, that is the good day, sir clip from Gene Wilder. Better start singing reggae romantic. Oh man, listen, that is funny. Golly, that's so funny. Oh man, my brother, no problem, man. Things happen, man. You know what? Listen, I love the fact that you still came back and chimed in. No problem at all, man. Listen, have yourself a great night. Chicago needs to protest this. Is that I'm here at work? That's all right, man. Listen, so you was getting it in. See, I always give it away anyway. I know, my brother. I appreciate you. My kids really appreciate you. They be like, man, between you and Basil YT, they be like, they didn't got a couple in. So it's a bit crazy here in New York. Oh, you work in the basketball game? Lori Lightfoot could use that eShop card. Oh man. Good night, Gaming Dad. Thanks for the great content. Hey man, right back at you, my boy. Quake, my guy. Listen, good people, listen. This is the end of the stream with your boy Gaming Dad. I'd like to thank everybody for hanging out with me tonight, man. I pray that God gives you guys a great week, man, that he beats with you in your spirit. I pray that he bring good people around you, man, because it's not like having good people around you, man. Keep my basketball team in your prayers. We got some big games coming up on Thursday and Saturday. We just pray that we get this W and pray that we continue to grow as a team. This is your boy Gaming Dad, man. Listen, I love you guys, man. I love what I do. This is therapy for me. I really enjoy my time, and when I miss out on getting to talk to you guys, my week don't go good, man. So I appreciate you. CMG says, I got to a few high school games. It was NYC versus Philly, man. They talk so much crap. I hear you. Good luck, Gaming Dad. Appreciate you, my brother. I need it. D1 with the prayers. Thanks, man. I appreciate you. See, I saw that on YouTube. What you watched the game on YouTube? What did you see on YouTube? Well, that's all right. You'll get an answer. I know this is the end of the stream. Good people, listen, once again, hey, we'll see you guys next Tuesday. Monday will still be my day. I'm not going to stop, doing it on Mondays. It's just right now during basketball season, I got to make adjustments because they got games on Mondays. And so I know for sure I have a game next Monday. And I will see you guys on Tuesday, man. Listen, y'all guys, once again, have a good week, man. May God be with you guys. And I like to end my stream in the mortal words of my homeboy, Don Cornelius. I used to watch Don Cornelius when I was a kid, man. And now I get to end my show in the same way he ended his show. Peace, love, and soul.